Hello, everyone. In this English episode, we will be focusing on English conversation. Listening to English conversation is an essential part of improving your English language skills. It can help you improve your listening, speaking, and comprehension skills. In this video, if I ask you a question, what do you prefer? The serenity of a small town or the hustle and bustle of the city? You can comment what you like, and now we will be talking about this. Let's start. Imagine two friends, Yuli and Robert, sitting on the terrace of a cafe, enjoying a cappuccino and a croissant. It's a pleasant afternoon, and as the breeze caresses their faces, the conversation takes an unexpected turn.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How about you?
I'm good too, so.
What do you prefer? The serenity of a small town or the hustle and bustle of the city?
What do you think about it?
Oh, that's an interesting topic. There's nothing like it, is there? A quiet afternoon, a good cup of coffee, and the sound of birds singing. It's at times like this that I realize that I prefer the tranquility of a small town 1,000 times over the madness of the city.
Really? The tranquility of a village? But what do you do when you get bored of so much silence? Because come on, in a village, the most exciting thing that can happen is for a cow to cross your path.
That's part of the charm. No traffic, no stress. Just you, nature, and the occasional cow to add some excitement to the day. Plus, in a village, you know everyone. It's like living in a big family. If you feel lonely, there's always someone to chat to.
Sure. And there's always someone who knows all your secrets. In a village, if you sneeze in your house, the neighbor is already making chicken soup for you before you finish saying "achy." Privacy is a non-existent luxury.
Robert, how exaggerated. That's not a lack of privacy, that's community, darling. It's knowing that if you ever run out of sugar, your neighbor will give you a cup without a second thought. It's being able to leave the door open without worrying. It's life as it should be, without rushing and without the constant noise of cars, sirens, and the neighbor upstairs who seems to have a pet elephant.
Hey, leave my neighbor out of this. But seriously, the city has its charms too. The diversity, the culture, the endless amount of things you can do. If you get bored, just walk a few blocks and you'll find a concert, an exhibition, or a new coffee shop. Where are you going to find that in a village? At the annual harvest fair?
Don't underestimate the harvest fair, Robert. There are pie baking competitions, dancing, and who knows, you might even meet a summer sweetheart among the caramel apple stalls.
Yeah, just what I need, finding the love of my life while competing in a pumpkin pie eating contest. Romantic, yes, but nothing beats the excitement of a night on the town with lights everywhere, people from all over the world, and so many options that it's sometimes hard to choose what to do. Plus, what about the food? The city is a foodie's paradise.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Gourmet. Sure, in the village we only have freshly baked bread, fresh vegetables from the garden, and cheeses that taste heavenly. How awful, right? There is no fancy sushi or fusion of Thai and Peruvian cuisine, but there is something genuine and delicious about eating what you have grown yourself or what the farmer across the street has sold you.
So you're a farmer now too? What's next, Yulia? Raising chickens in your backyard?
It's not a bad idea, actually. But what I mean is that, in a village, you learn to value the simple, the authentic. The city is great, I don't deny it, but it's chaos. There's always something distracting you, something stressing you out. In the village, you have time to breathe, to think, to enjoy the little things without feeling like you're missing out on something.
Well, yes, I'll give you that. The city can be a little overwhelming at times. But I don't know, the idea of being so far away from everything I like kind of freaks me out. What if one day I get a craving for pizza at 3 in the morning? Or what if I want to go to the cinema to see the latest movie when it's coming out?
Robert, always so dramatic. You may not be able to have pizza at 3 in the morning, but you can have a delicious home-cooked dinner made by your friend's grandma. And even if the cinema isn't around the corner, you can always host a movie night at home, with an outdoor screen and homemade popcorn. It all depends on how you look at it.
Okay, I admit it. The idea of peace and quiet doesn't sound so bad when you put it like that. But tell me, could you really live without the hustle and bustle of the city?
Maybe not forever, but I think there's something magical about knowing you have a place you can escape to, a place where time seems to stop a little, where you can hear your own thoughts without the constant background noise. It's good for the soul, Robert. You should try it.
Well, maybe one day I will. But for now, I think I'll stick with the city. Although I don't promise not to visit you in your little town if I get tired of the traffic and the crowds.
You are more than welcome. Just don't be scared if one day you wake up to the crowing of a rooster instead of the sound of cars.
They both laugh, knowing that although they prefer different places, the important thing is that each one finds their own corner of peace, whether in the middle of the bustle of the city or in the serenity of a small town.